Hey guys, it's Nameless Telemon. I'm here to explain lore and give you an excerpt of my books. So, I'll be giving you the prologue of my books, and I'll be giving you part of the first chapter of each book. Just a teeny part because they're both pretty long chapters. Well, one of them is really long, the other one is kind of short. Because I'm trying to make it long. So here's the lore. We'll start with Cassandra. She is the main character. She's the point of view I see both the books from. So we're going to start with her. Then we're going to go to a few other characters. Some of their lore is really short. The other ones I had in 3 parts, but I kind of shortened it. So here we go. Cassandra's lore. Long ago in Britain, a girl named Cassandra was born. Her parents, Zarian and Cordelia Midnight, were both owners of a traveling circus, the Celestial Caravan. When Cassandra was 4, her father passed to an unknown ailment. When Cassandra was 5, she met a man who's called L'Ombre, translates to the shadow in French. L'Ombre offered to teach her magic, and she accepted. She went on the train with him when she was 7, and she went with him, and when she was 7, her mother Cordelia passed due to a workplace accident, a large metal object being found in her side, most likely the cause of death. Cassandra, being the last member of the Midnight bloodline, inherited everything her mother owned. She was still learning magic from Umbra, until she wasn't. She was 9 when she was captured by the Spanish Mafia. They took Cassandra to the US of A, and when she did, luckily learn all Umbra could teach her. I'm not good at reading at 12 in the morning. When she was 15, she captured the Mafia using a type of magic she was told never use, a puppeteering spell. Cassandra turned the Spanish Mafia into her puppets that she can now summon at any time in the game. I am still working on the mechanics for that. I am working my hardest. It is insanely hard. Don't judge how long this is gonna take. I am starting making the game probably at 1:30 if this video is out at 1:30 in the morning. Okay, guys? Okay, let's keep going. The puppets wouldn't do what she wanted because if they did otherwise, they would die the moment they disobeyed. And I didn't put it here yet, but if they thought about disobeying, they would get hurt. But they wouldn't die. Cassandra made it to where they specifically could not die unless they disobeyed. Once Cassandra was free, she went to a circus and was going to be trained to be a ringmaster, otherwise known as a ring mistress, just like her mother and father. Eventually, she met a man named Noli. Noli befriended Cassandra, and when she finished her ring mistress training, she went to tell Noli. She searched and searched, but never found him. She then started a circus called the Nightly Circus. She ran it for many years, eventually given a theater which she started running, and she called it the Midnight Theater. She started a carnival afterwards named the Moonlight Carnival. Okay. When I was writing the books, which I'm still doing, I get the Moonlight Carnival and the Midnight Theater always mixed up. It's so annoying. But yeah, all of them are night themed. She likes blue. Okay. She then knew she loved Jason. This Jason was nothing like she ever knew. He was loving and kind. He even gave her money and clothes when she didn't have any. She also had a friend who annoyed her by calling Cassandra her best friend instead of her trusted one. Cassandra didn't like this. She also didn't like how the friend, whose name was Abby, hurt Jason's emotional state and even made him so fragile. Abby forced him to break up with Cassandra to get with herself. Cassandra never trusted Abby again. Cassandra, now on her own, ran the circus, theater, and carnival successfully. She kept them going because she acted like everyone was equal and people really wanted to work there. They weren't overstaffed, they weren't understaffed, they were perfectly staffed, okay? And people really wanted to go because of how Cassandra acted. Because before the books, Cassandra ran everything so freaking well. So freaking well. And, okay, spoilers for the last book. I think I'm going to put this in, I'm not sure, but spoilers. Skip ahead a little bit if you don't want spoilers, okay? Skip at least, I don't know, 10 seconds. If that's not good, just skip back. But the Forsaken went to Cassandra's theater, and they really liked her theater, and then they went to her carnival and circus, and they really, really liked it, so yay. Anyways, let's continue. She even used her puppets to run the circus and carnival. The theater sadly closed after 3 years because the paint was found to contain asbestos. She immediately took responsibility and closed the theater. She never reopened it. Eventually, she became famous in her town, Branson, Missouri. She eventually even adopted a snake and named it Riddle. She took care of the snake and for years until it ran away from her. When she made her final show in the book The Ring Mistress's Forced Deceit, she met the Spectre, an evil entity that had taken many she knew away from her, leaving her alone like she was now, or so she thought she was alone. And that leads to the first book. Really, she's a killer. Okay, guys, she's a killer. I might make it to where she's in the books. She becomes a survivor for like a little bit, but I probably won't. Kane Sword Slash. His ability is used as a basic slash. It causes 24 damage to any survivor's hit. If Cassandra has any debuffs, the damage will be increased by 10, and it does not stack. The wind up is 0.17 seconds, and the cooldown is 12. Whoa, that is a long cooldown. The cooldown is 2 seconds. Hat Cover. This ability is similar to 1X's Unstable Eye, except for one difference. Cassandra cannot see anything. Like, she can't see. It's like, she just sees nothing. It's like, put, put like a bandana over your eyes, like and turn the lights off or something. She sees absolutely nothing. Because her face is this ability lasts until she lands a successful hit on a survivor. Wind up 2 seconds, cooldown 15 seconds after landing a successful hit on a survivor. So if she doesn't hit a survivor, and she's just blind the whole round, but she can still see them. They have an outline and stuff. I'll show you what 1X's Unstable Eye does if you're not familiar. Kane Slam. This ability causes a shockwave to occur, causing nearby survivors in a 50-stud radius to be given slowness too. She can make blue vortex come up that she can fling at each survivor. She can only use the vortex when she uses her ring toss ability at least once. Each hit to a survivor causes 10 damage and causes an effect called Trick, which we'll get to her effects later. Wind up 1 second, cooldown 30 seconds. Ring Toss. This ability allows Cassandra to throw up to 4 rings unless she uses all her abilities, and she can throw 5. When the rings hit a survivor, they each cause 3 damage. The status effect Trick will be given to the survivor on each successful hit. Wind up 1.5 seconds, cooldown 10 seconds. Clashing Throw. This ability allows Cassandra to throw any survivor in a 5-stud radius. She can throw up to 1 survivor per use of this ability. Landing causes a shockwave similar to Kane Slam. The damage caused by this ability is 32. Survivor gets the status effect Mysterious Ring Mistress. Again, we'll get to the effects later. Wind up 0.45 seconds, cooldown 30. Summoning the Past. She has to kill at least 1 survivor to use this ability. She can use her cane to summon puppets of the dead survivors and 4 Spanish Mafia members that she turned to puppets when she was 15 of her choice. The puppets listen to whatever she has to say and do what she wants. They also attack survivors in a 70-stud radius, so like they can see 70 studs around them. So the hit survivors get the Trick 3 status effect. When she uses this ability, she gets Slowness debuff for 3 seconds and the Helpless debuff for 2 seconds. Wind up 4 seconds, cooldown 40 seconds. Passives. Jokester. This passive gives Cassandra a boost 5 seconds after she has been stunned. It gives her range buff and speed 3. Magical Guidance, because she actually has magic. At the beginning of each round, Cassandra can see the location of any stunners, anyone who gets hit by one of her puppets, and someone with the Trick debuff. So she constantly can see someone with the Trick debuff, but at the beginning, she sees the stunners. Anyone who gets hit by her puppets, she sees constantly. I probably should fix that, but I'm not. Given effects. Trick. This debuff gives the survivors midnight blue tint on the screen and a sparkling look on every generator. The survivors cannot do generators with this debuff active. Has 5 levels, and on the 5th level, the survivors start taking damage. It varies from 2 to 5 damage per second without asking help from another survivor to remove the debuff. They will also see hallucinations of other survivors and killers that give them the 2 to 5 damage. The duration of this debuff is 30 seconds at the 1st level and 40 on the 5th level. Mysterious Ring Mistress. This status effect allows Cassandra to see the survivor with it, but the survivors can only see a shadow when she comes onto their screen. They cannot see if they have this debuff, but when it occurs, a jump scare will happen every time they pass a generator puzzle. This status effect lasts for 30 seconds maximum. Cassandra looks like a ring mistress dressed in blue and black. She has a black blue-brimmed hat. She does not wear it all the time, and a black cane. Her hair looks similar to her hat with like she has like black highlights and blue hair. It's not like bright blue. It's kind of like a midnight blue. I have a picture on my Pinterest. I'll have to find it. I'll show you guys. It looks similar, not exact. It looks very similar. She had on black and white stockings. Her left stockings was her left stock. Oh my gosh, her left stocking was stripped and her right one was checkered. She also has a medical thing where she will keep growing, never stopping their growth until she dies. It's called acromegaly. She's currently 7'5". She acts like a ringmaster and also writes plays. So I have to turn off dark mode. Oh my gosh, my eyes. Okay, zoom out to 75. No, not 75. So she said, puppet or survivor, because she can choose if she wants the dead survivor to become a puppet or not. So this is a poor version of her. This is like the first time I designed her. I was not, oh my gosh, cat. This is like one of my first designs of her. I was not good at designing things yet. Let's go down. This is her father. Again, this was whenever I was so new to drawing. I gave him socks, because I cannot do shoes. This is her mother. Her mother is actually very rude to her, verbally. So like, think of, just to give an example, think of the movie Encanto. Basically, Cassandra's like Mirabelle, except, like Cassandra's Mirabelle, except she has too many powers probably, and Cordelia is like the grandma. Two. Anyways, let's keep going. This is her Snake Riddle. He's actually way longer. This is my version of Spectre. He looks human, but I don't care. Okay, let's move on to Jason's. I'm gonna do his art first. This is what Jason looks like. He has gray socks and a hoodie. Again, I was not good at drawing yet. I will start showing whatever he's gonna draw. Whenever I'm. What the frick? Anyways, Jason Silver, 1998, boy from the Voorhees family is born. He had jet black hair, pale blue eyes, and a pale complexion. The family named the boy Voorhees after the famous Friday the 13th killer, despite the boy growing up to be almost nothing like his name suggests. As he was growing up, his brother Alexander kept blaming him and telling their parents that Jason did things he wasn't supposed to. Jason always got punished. Eventually, Jason's baby sister Emma learned to do the same. At the age of 12, Jason ran away from his home. No one in his family cared. He kept running until his knees were shaking. He was a small sheet of metal and rested. He eventually got a job and started earning money. When he was 15, he went to high school and even went to ring mistress Cassandra's circus. He met the young ring mistress in his literature and history class, and eventually he gained the courage to ask her out. Cassandra accepted and they became a couple until they were when Jason was 17. Abigail, Cassandra's supposed trusted one, came out to him and started telling him lies about Cassandra and himself. Abigail was Precinkt's belief in the tattoo he had on his arm, but whenever crossed it, he always kept hidden. She even made fun of the tattoos he had on the rest of his body. Eventually, Abby forced Jason to date her and said Cassandra. He dated her until he was 21. Then he took her to Cassandra's circus, and knowing Cassandra well, then everything descended to chaos. He has 4 abilities: Slash, classic Slash causes 12 damage, Silent Stalker, he's invincible for 15 seconds, causes double the amount of damage, Betrayal, he will attack from 30 sets away, he appears behind a survivor and causes 50 damage, Sorry, 2 times Elliot's, sorry, second life 2 times Elliot's juice card, sorry, I don't care. Chaotic Pulse, Chaotic Pulse, I can pulse. He leaves a bundle on the ground. The bundle will grow into a fake version of any survivor and will cause. Get off me! And will cause 14 damage. Jason is shy, doesn't like speaking to people, he has messy jet black hair, pale blue eyes. He wears glasses since without them he's practically blind. He is 6'11". His family doesn't speak to him anymore because of his silence and because they never liked him. Showed you that. This is short, so I'm just gonna read it. Umbra, I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry, French people. It's a pure blood wizard who comes from the Blood River bloodline. He's a French wizard, and he took all of his child and teenage years to learn magic. He was captured by the Spectre shortly after Cassandra was kidnapped by the Mafia. He was put into a cage and weakened so much he couldn't do magic. When Cassandra sacrificed herself and got turned into a puppet by a Spectre, by the Spectre, L'Ombre figured out that he could help Cassandra, give Cassandra a cane back so she could transport herself to a different time period. He also altered it so she can blend in with other people and wouldn't get caught by the Spectre or any people who see her. Cat, kitten. Ow. They have sharp claws. They have very sharp claws. I didn't give Fox one bandages, otherwise her dad would be so mad at me. He really does not like the cats very much. Well, I know Guest likes them. Guest really likes them. It's like, oh, cute. He's literally laying on the beanbag earlier, seeing the cats. It was so cute. I got so many pictures. This Hopper, he's wearing a hoodie. He's a chill guy. He's chill. He's cool. First thing, so whenever I was drawing this, my friend and I were like, he looks like a shirt. He looks like a shirt. He looks like a ninja cult. Okay, so let's get to Forex1. She's the girl you met earlier tonight. She edited the video because I told her to. I'm supposed to be sleeping back. I'm not gonna call her back. Like I said, I made sure she was out of the room before I started because she was in here earlier. She borrowed my computer to record. It's fine. Forex1's description. She is the twin sister of 1X. Her full name is Forex4X4X4. She's the daughter of Talma and Bright Eyes by blood. She doesn't really speak to any of the survivors. She doesn't even speak to 1X very often because she barely remembers who he is. Like, sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. If you understand. You'll understand whenever I read you the lore, okay, guys? She really likes to write and has mostly the same abilities as 1X, besides that she can annoy super easily and is infamous with her swords and daggers because of how ruthless she is when they are in her hands. Her swords are 2 corrupted firebrand swords unless she decides to change her swords to a different one like the Illumina or Obscura. Quite literally, she can just ask and Telemon will give it to her. Seriously, I'm so serious right now. She just has to ask. I'll give it to her. Here, take it. Anyways, she hates being called her full name because she'd rather be called by her nickname Forex1. Another reason she does not like being called Forex is because she thinks she's in trouble. I don't know why. I might ask her, be like, hey, could you maybe come over here and clean? But she's with her dad. She smacked 1X cause yeah. So anyways, Forex1 was originally named Evelyn. She was made similarly to 1X, except she wasn't made of Shalatsky, aka Talmon's hatred. She's made of blood and flesh. She is the daughter of Talmon. I said that like 30 times. When she was born, she looked a lot different than she does now. Forex1 was in Roblox for many years before she was forsaken. In those years, she learned to fight with 2 firebrand swords in a very close fighting style as 1X's, except she mixed it with how Shalatsky fought. These swords would accompany her for the rest of her freaking life. She looked like a normal girl then, besides the pale, almost white skin, the white wings on her back. She had amber eyes, curly brown hair. It was long, still curly, and often frizzy. Forex1 was forsaken in a lake in the middle of winter. She was playing on the lake with her brother, 1X, and they were ice skating. When 1X got off the ice, a crack formed due to the heat of his flames. And Forex1 didn't notice. She skated over the crack and fell through into the icy water below. When she sank to the bottom, she froze and died. In the water, her hair became straighter and longer. It became white. Her skin, however, was in such bad condition it turned black like 1X's. She still had on her ice skates the whole time, and those two rotted. The beautiful white color faded to a brown, muddy color and fell apart at the seams. Her pristine white wings fell off due to lack of care, and she was left with 2 large scars on her back. She constantly tried to regrow her wings, never ever succeeding. Spectre then noticed her soul near the lake and found her body before deciding to bring her back to life in his own game. He gave her some bandages from her shins, hands, feet, and forearms because they were bare. Forex1 took the bandages and wrapped those spots, except she left part of her foot free, just like in this photo. Photos by Harp. So this is a video by Harper's Epic on YouTube. I am sorry I didn't ask permission. Harper is Epic. I did not have time to ask. And I cannot draw like this, so I apologize. I am so sorry. This isn't the one where you had the song Sleepwalked. I might pull it up if I can find it in my very long Forsaken playlist. I have 2 of them. I am going to try to find it. Then Forex1 somehow found a way out and went to a small town called Hallsville, Missouri, where she was found by someone and brought to Fulton. But Forex1 could not be taken back to where she resided in the past because once he died, all her power went with Telemon and 1X. Asher, get off. He's like on my shoulder blade. Ow. Bro, this cat. This cat. He's hurting Pause. Anyways, her fire burns swords even became corrupted from 4X's form changing in such a short period of time. Fourth one, Cassandra, right in front of the Cowlite County Courthouse. Not the new one, the old one. You can look on Google Maps if you like. The reason all these are set in Missouri, though, is because I've been in Missouri for my whole life, pretty much. Besides like a short trip, besides a few trips to Texas and say Muskogee, Oklahoma. It was like a night. We were heading to Texas. Don't worry about it. Anyways, and was taken back to her mother for a while. She even got to see her father. Cassandra briefly went to him. Forex wanted to stay with Shaletsky because she couldn't bring herself to leave. She also had a lot of trauma from falling into the lake and even hid when everyone mentioned going anywhere in the lake outside the cabin. One teased her about that trauma, and Forex One slashed her with a fire before she was trapped away by Bill and Man. Forex One and Shaletsky had to talk about that. Forex One hid in one of the closets, found a cloak identical to someone's, except instead of the yellow gold trim, it was like blue trim. Forex One wore that cloak almost every day after she found it because she hated how the icy lake made her look. So when she's a sentinel, see, so I put statuses on hers because she has two different statuses, sentinel and killer. Anyway, she has 6 abilities as a sentinel. Slash, similar to a father's son's killer, does a bit of damage. The killer is 1x, it does about 100 damage. Ghosted, similar to 007, being able to make a dummy, she can leave her body using it as a dummy, and she can stun the killer by walking through them. She's invisible and unable to be located until she runs back through her body or the 30-second timer goes off. Shaletsky is the one who set it this timer by the default. She has to get back to Shaletsky within 30 seconds after the timer or she loses 10 health. If there isn't a Shaletsky in the round, Ghosted is not able to be used. It won't even show up on her hotbar thing, on her ability bar. Anyways, 3. Trick to you. This ability can only be used once, unless it is an honorable mess, and then can be used more than one time. This ability allows Forex One to fake her death to the killer. She turns back into a ghost and runs away before the killer catches on. She has 10 seconds to run. So you better run, guys. If you're her, run. Anyways, healings. The healings allows her to gain 10 health per generator she helps complete. Fraud alert. This ability allows her to show fake generators, location of minions, and digital footprints to Shaletsky. Only Shaletskys. Guys, got it? Only Shaletskys. Anyways, 6. Raging Pulse. This is her most powerful stun. This stun is only available when 1x is killer. It causes 1,000 damage to 1x and can only be used after she uses Slash. It causes 1,000 damage to 1x when she felt betrayed by him becoming a killer, and sometimes she forgets him. She felt betrayed. Yes, that is kind of a pun with the betrayed 1x skin. I am sorry. But anyways, the reason she felt betrayed was because she felt betrayed by Telmon and by 1x, because she felt betrayed by 1x because she had to watch him become betrayed 1x, and she felt betrayed by Telmon because she didn't want him yelling at 1x and make him feel even worse about what he did. Because 1x didn't even mean to hurt 4x in any way. He did it on accident. He didn't know, he didn't hear, he was just focusing on his sister's happiness. That's what he only focused on. And what 4X focused on her family's happiness, because she was kind of like the anchor in the family that kept everything together. Basically, her betrayal came from being the anchor and being the one always having to save the family. She was the one who kept it together. When she died at the age of 12, she couldn't take it, and she had a mental breakdown right there as a ghost. Right freaking there as a ghost. She couldn't take it. Anyways, killer status. Ability 6 slash painful chains. Forex One uses her chain whips gained in the ring mistress's late return and causes 20 damage to a quote unquote survivor. We'll explain that here. 3. Caught you. Forex One becomes a ghost and chases a survivor for a short period of time, anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. She causes triple damage in this state. 4. Pheasant Below. Forex One places an ice crystal on some water. This ice will grow until it covers 50 studs. Any survivor caught in this area will lose 30 health until 10 seconds after they step off the ice. 5. Raging Anger. Forex One deals 1,001 damage to 1x. Cannot be used in elements, guys. Well, yeah, can't. So basically, the killers. I'll explain that here, but let's keep going. Six found you. She's under survival in the map for half of their own time. She doesn't have a malice system. It is random when she is killer. If you have her equipped, she'll be your killer and your survivor. Got it. So this is from another timeline. Again, I wasn't good at drawing at this point. She saw socks. This is the first design. So in that timeline, she wasn't supposed to know who her brother was. This was her before her death. I couldn't really do the long curly hair because I can't draw hair. I just took a photo from Ibis Paint and drew that photo. I traced it into a way I liked. And I just took two swords. I didn't know what a firebrand looked like then. I do now. The map looks like crap because I'm not good at crap. Not drawing stuff like that. Same issue here. First one, she was first Forsaken. This is when I started putting text bubbles. Bright Eyes and Schlutzky's clothes, they were too small for them, so she was wearing them. Schlutzky, stay safe, okay? Don't listen to don't let any killers near you, Forex One. Okay, Dad, I won't let any killers near me. This is whenever I got more crazy. Okay, Dad, I know how this works. You don't have to protect me every time. I know, sweetheart. I just worry, okay? I just want you safe, feature on Chance. Man, let her live. She'll be fine. I wrote find. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Shaletsky. Okay, Fox One, okay. Next round, you can do whatever you think. You can do whatever you think is right. 20 minutes. Okay, thanks, Dad. I promise to be careful. 20 minutes later. Oh, also, I stunned 1x and he died. This is like another conversation at like that one table. So that's how we won. First one, you're the best. Okay, eyes. She basically has the same eyes, except this one is dimmer. It's supposed to be her right eye, not her left eye, but this is my 1x design. It's not good. That is not good, so I'm going to be showing my real design, my 3D IRL one. Okay, 141 is the quote-unquote killer. The survivors get a break. The killer is 1x and only cool kid John Doe, Azure, Slasher, and Jason. I'm gonna remove Azure, cause yeah. And we'll remove Slasher because he's not there. Jason, Remus, Cassandra, etc., became quote-unquote survivors. 1x will be saved from one LMS when 4x is killer. She can still attack him when he's killer. The other quote-unquote survivors will be knocked unconscious because 4x1 never kills. The unconscious state will be classified as a death by the game mechanics, and the killers will be sent back to wherever the killers go. There's nothing more on this page. Let's keep going. Ignore this. This is funny. Dwall. It's spelled draw. Oh, it's spelled Dwall. That's not how it's spelled. I would know. Knows you know everything. I love that, man. Vesper's description. She's a goddess and queen. She's a goddess of knowledge, darkness, day, night, and light. She was hidden for many years, shown once or twice, and was never seen again. She did not see anyone anymore due to being hated by almost people of every country. Many of the ring mistresses, Cassandra's generation, do not know of Vesper. Lord Vesper went to Shaletsky when he was disguised as Talmud and said, I am claiming your daughter Evelyn as my own. She is my child and was never bright-eyed as a child. That statement ruined her life. The next morning she found Evelyn about to escape with her brother. 1x and decided to tell her a lie. That lie, that she, Vesper, was her mother. When she did, 1x came out and saw her before threatening, I will tear you apart if you ever come near her. Speak to her, speak about her, do something to her again. Do you hear me? Vesper then left with a smile on her face. She knew about Evelyn's death and that it would happen that night. Later, Vesper came to see what Shaletsky thought about Evelyn's death. She was confronted with Shaletsky in 1x from a statue near the lake. The statue looked exactly like Evelyn was bowing to 1x and Shaletsky. When she approached the statue, stood tall. The statue looked exactly like Evelyn. Shaletsky turned and saw Vesper before muttering, What have you done? Vesper then disappeared and was never seen again, not even showing the Ring Mistress series. She was only spoken about from then on. I don't have any art for her. I do have my book cover on my iPad, but not on my computer, so I can't really show y'all, but Izumi Sashisa. She was originally my Avatar The Last Airbender original character, but I'm putting her in here because, yes. She has jet black hair, deep navy blue eyes, pale skin. She never wears skirts or dresses unless she's forced to. She spent years training with It was not supposed to be Firebrand. I don't know why there's Firebrand. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be katanas. Twin katanas. I think. That's katans. I don't know what that means. Twin swords. I'll just put twin swords. Became infamous for her ruthless fighting style, though she preferred riding, kept to herself instead of speaking to her own family. Her life changed when she saw a child in the forest fire and decided to save the child, risk her own life. When she was burned in the fire, her appearance changed subtly. Her skin blackened like obsidian. Obsidian in some areas. She was half Japanese, half Korean. This is her art. She was forced to wear the dress. She said, I can be the best female samurai to ever exist. She knows most English, but knows more Japanese and Korean. How long have I been recording for? 30 minutes. Okay, this is a long yap. Okay. So, we're gonna do the prologue. How many pages? 4-page prologue. I'll do 1 page. I'll do 1 page each. Got it? I don't have this prologue in the first chapter, but I don't want to do that. Okay. The Reach Force to See prologue, Cassandra's view. I walked up to the stage, cane in hand and hat on my head. Welcome to my show, everyone. I am Ring Mistress Cassandra. I will be your hostess tonight. When I spoke, everyone started booing sarcastically. I gladly started the show, grabbed my large combined rings. With the flourish, I showed them to the audience, sucked on them, showing that they were connected. Give them to me, Cassandra. Let me try something, I heard in the crowd. My eyes glanced through the crowd, and I saw who wanted the rings. A man in a black top hat with rings covering his whole body. I then tossed the rings to him, and to his shock, when I tapped my cane to the ground, the rings separated and flew everywhere into the crowd. When the rings hit the walls, they got stuck there. Everyone cheered. I then noticed someone else in the crowd. It was my ex, Jason Voorhees. He said that he didn't love me anymore, and yet here he is on my show with his new girlfriend. I kept performing, and once the show's over, I headed to my backstage room. My gloved hands unlocked the door and took off my heels. I think I'm not gonna do this, because you need to know the ending to know that. So y'all can pause if you want to read that part. I'm not going to read it to y'all. So, yeah, we got one X here, baby. Anyways, these are my screen recordings I have. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, this is Forest One's killer form. Okay, guys. Back view, she looks like this. Or front view, she looks like this. She has a dress, heels. Those are heels, not flats. Okay, guys. This is the back of her head. Symbols and eyes represent her name. So there's a 4 in Japanese, an X right there, and a 1. The X is not in Japanese because there's not really an X symbol. Red circles are pupils, and the symbols are that color. It took me like 2 hours to do the eyes, honestly, but yeah, the next one, Jason's siblings, because they weren't on there. These are his siblings. That's Emily, and then that's whatever the other guy's name is. I forgot, I don't like him. The logo changed like 40 times, so this is like every single piece of art I have. So this is a character for later on in The Ring Mistress's Late Return. Her name is Lavender. It was supposed to be Lilac. I did my best with the gradient. I'm not good with gradients. She has butterflies in her eyes. She's adorable. I had to like edit everything, but I did use a photo for the clothes. So these are the prototype covers. These are the finished covers. So this is a Ring Mistress Forced to See. That's supposed to be Cassandra. I didn't do her hair right. With mask right. That doesn't matter, but this is Cassandra on the cover. She's falling into black, not black, why did I say black? Red and maroon tendrils. And I wanted these like accents on the sides. And then on the other one, I have this one, the Ring Mistress's Late Return. She does not have her hat, she doesn't have her cane on her. I didn't show her stockings in this one, because I cannot draw stockings on walking legs, okay? She is wearing socks on the road. We're not gonna comment, guys, we're gonna be nice. And then here's another design. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's up here. Here's another design for 4x1. In her eyes, here, it has like the similar numbers and eyes are left, right is the 4, left is the 1, but it's like for. No, I'm stupid. I said left is a 4 and the right is a 1. This is a 4, guys. This is a 4 and this is a 1. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. In the right eye, there's also an X to say 4x1 in her name. So 4x1. So, and also on her killer form, she has 2 mouths on her head. She has 2 mouths. And the reason that's red is because it's believed. So for my lore, it's believed that these fur colors red. So she has coral jacket, red shirt, red shoes, and she also liked purple. So she matches purple, and it looked cute on her, honestly. So I'm glad I did that. I need to get rid of this though. I need to get rid of that because it's an empty folder. How do I get rid of folders? I don't know how to get rid of folders. Oh, she did edit it. Oh my goodness. Good job, Forex. Oh my gosh. I don't know what this is. I'm getting rid of that. I don't know what's on that. Trash. Oh, I did play Into the Pit. I might. It's not on my computer. It's on something else. I will play it again. Oh, this is what I need to open. Haha! Alright, anyways. Hope you enjoyed, guys. See you later. And I will get this. I will actually. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to record the book if this video gets. Like, not the book. I'll record myself doing a cover. I will kind of edit it a bit. And I will blur my face, obviously. But I'll record myself doing the 3rd book cover, which that book is. So I already did 4x1's Confrontation. It's in addition to the Ring Mistress's Late Return. And if you look at chapter 8, right as they separate, that's what happens to 4x. This is what happens to 4x1 while she's gone. Because in chapter 8, spoilers, if you don't want to know, skip to like 20 seconds, I'm thinking, I don't know. So basically what happened to 4x1 is she separates from Cassandra because her and Cassandra got in this big fight, and 4x1 gets so mad that she just separates from the group. Like, they were traveling, 4x1 separates from the group despite her being told, don't do that, don't do that. And when she separated, she had her own mission to do, so yeah. And so the 3rd book is the Ring Mistress's trip to, technically 4th, but this is one of the Ring Mistresses series. This is just an add-on, but this is the Ring Mistress's trip to New York City. This one, 4x1's Confrontation is going to be in her view. Anything with the Ring Mistresses is going to be in Cassandra's view. We have different endings, like this one, the 1x ending, the Glitch Ring Mistress, the Voorhees ending, the Deadly Ring Mistress, the Corrupted ending, the Fallen Ring Mistress. Ah, jeez. And then the Freedom ending is the Most Worthy Ring Mistress. This one is the Theatric Ring Mistress. Then I have a disclaimer here. I've given permission to others to use my characters on their books. If you haven't been given permission to use my characters, please ask before using them. That leads to the lore book, which I'm going to remove that. No, I'm not. So, the website, it's not done yet. But here's the website. It's that one. This website is to share my stories and art I've made. So this is who you can contact if you want to ask about characters, or if you want to submit your design. I might make a Discord later, but welcome to story2do.com. So this is what we have done. If you click, oh, here we go, it's here. So if you want to read this, go to story2do. Yeah, go to story2do.com. Just put in story2do.com, you should find it. And then here's all the lore. If you would like to read it, do it. Read it. It's so good, guys. Short. Sashi's a Izumi. Sashi's a Izumi. What? Short. I did it for my Google Doc. Not this. This is my website. My dad helped edit it with me. Me and him still gotta finish it. But this is what we have right now. We have a couple more books we're gonna add. We just have to return here. It's gonna be added soon. It is right here. I'm going to finish it. Chapter 1, almost done. All I have to do. Here, wait, I'm gonna check real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I checked. So, I have chapter 1 almost complete. Almost. Very close. I have the prologue complete too, so I'm not counting the prologue as a chapter. So I have chapter 1 almost complete. It is a very long chapter. My max pages for the chapter I'm trying to do for the Daily Return is at like 16. And then I also started chapter 16. That one is going to be 4 pages because it's mostly a battle chapter. It's an intense battle. Um, okay, I will say it's a little bit based on Demon Slayer a bit. But not really. Like, she's not cutting off the heads of the demon. There's like no demons, guys. There's no demons, I promise. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Forex 1 does actually injure somebody. But if you want to know, you're gonna have to wait until I release the book here in story2do.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. Goodbye, everyone. I will have Forex 1 back later to play another game with y'all. So, hope you enjoy. Goodbye. And yes, she's still awake. She has issues sleeping like me, okay? She literally is like right across the hall.